Let's go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Dave Cave for a new Heartland feature. It is Wednesday night highlights from the Dave Cave. We'll not be showing any live matches tonight, but we're just going to give you a recap of the matches that already took place here in the Dave Cave on this Wednesday night broadcast. We broadcast matches from the Buffalo Memorial Auditorium, featuring the superstars of Patriot Championship Wrestling. And in our opening contest, it was the man they call Vader, the big man, Vader, getting the victory over Ilio DiPaolo with the Vader Bomb. Vader pretty well controlled most of the action in that match. DiPaolo fought gamely but was ultimately overpowered as Vader wins that one with the Vader Bomb. Next, we saw a terrific contest as Hiro Matsuda battled Johnny Valentine, and it was this man, Johnny Valentine, with James J. Dillon by his side, getting the victory with the Atomic Skull Crusher. Matsuda absorbed a lot of punishment in that match. Gave a good bit of punishment to Valentine, but just could not put Valentine down. And as the match wore on, Valentine took control and eventually prevailed with the vaunted Atomic Skull Crusher. Following that match, it was tag team action with these two men, Dutch Savage and Stan Stasiak. Stan the Man getting a very exciting, action-packed victory over the team of the Rock and Roll Express, Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson. Lots of back and forth action in this one. Frequent tags in and out by both teams. But the power and experience and the veteran savvy of Stasiak and Savage allowed them to wear their opponents down over the course of this match that went nearly 20 minutes. We thought things were going to be over with when Stasiak had Robert Gibson dead to rights, went for the heart punch, but missed. And Stasiak hit his fist against the canvas hard. Robert Gibson was able to take over and gain the momentum back for his team. But then action spilled out of the ring, and it was a brutal suplex on the arena floor delivered by Dutch Savage to Ricky Morton that led to a count-out victory for the team of Savage and Stasiak. Ricky Morton took a lot of punishment and a big suplex on the floor and simply was unable to recover and get back in the ring ahead of time. After the match, there were some additional dramatics. The brawl continued as Dutch Savage went for that black loaded coal miner's glove and tried to get a shot in on Morton, but Morton was too quick and too smart, and he actually managed to steal the glove before Savage could get the glove on, and it was Morton who delivered a glove shot to Savage. And that is going to set up a grudge match between those two men. So your winners tonight by countout, Dutch Savage and Stan Stasiak. But Ricky Morton battling back, initiating finishing a post-match brawl with Dutch Savage. We'll see Savage against Morton in a future grudge match. Probably consider a coal miner's glove on a pole match between those two men. After the tag team action, the focus shifted to round one of the 2025 Hall of Fame Championship Tournament. All of the 8 wrestlers in the 2025 George Tragos Luthez Hall of Fame set number 6, have been entered into a tournament by random draw, and round one took place here tonight in Buffalo. We'll see the semifinals and finals next week, but let's recap what happened in round one. The round started off with John Bradshaw Layfield, a.k.a. JBL, simply known as John Layfield on his Hall of Fame card, taking on the very enigmatic Masked Thunderbolt. That match didn't take very long, under 3 minutes, as Layfield simply overpowered the Masked Thunderbolt and put him away very quickly using the clothesline from hell. Match number 2 in the tournament pitted this man, Leo Nomalini, former football star, former wrestling star, against the one and only Rene Goulet. And it was a wild match between these two. Nomalini entered this match as the prohibitive favorite, but Rene Goulet gave Nomalini all that he could handle. And in fact, action spilled outside the ring. And it was Rene Goulet clamping onto Leo Nomalini that vaunted scorpion claw hold, the feared scorpion claw hold, the deadly scorpion claw hold applied by Rene Goulet to Leo Nomalini outside of the ring. The referee begged and pleaded with Rene Goulet to release the scorpion claw, and Goulet, with a maniacal look on his face, refused to do so, and that cost Rene Goulet the disqualification loss. So Nomalini versus Rene Goulet ending in disqualification. The victory awarded to Nomalini, but after suffering the dire and devastating effects of the scorpion claw hold, Nomalini did not feel anything like a victor, and I foresee a rematch between these two men coming up somewhere down the line, probably a no disqualification rematch, as Rene Goulet desperate to get that claw hold back on Nomalini, and Nomalini wanting to avoid that at all costs. This was followed by the match of the night. Clearly the best match of the night, pitting these two men, scientific and tactical geniuses, legends in the squared circle, Stu Hart versus Karl Gotch. And these two men went back and forth for nearly half an hour, as Gotch had Stu Hart just about finished off on multiple occasions, but Stu Hart stubbornly refusing to submit to everything that Karl Gotch had to throw at him. And then it was Stu Hart making an incredible comeback and locking Gotch in the sugar hold. A very painful submission move, putting pressure on the neck and shoulders of his opponent. Stu Hart applying that move multiple times to Karl Gotch. Karl Gotch fought the pain back vigorously before finally having to submit to Stu Hart. So Stu Hart, your winner over Karl Gotch in what was clearly the match of the night. The final match of the night pitted this man, the enforcer Arn Anderson, against the young Kurt Hennig. The very young Kurt Hennig gets his card in the Tragos Thesz Hall of Fame set. And the young Kurt Hennig is no match for the veteran Kurt Hennig card that is part of the standard Filsinger game release. Arn Anderson, very impressive in his debut. Back and forth action quite a bit, but Hennig just couldn't do enough damage to get control over Anderson. And Anderson seemed to have a reversal or an answer for everything that young Kurt tried to do. And the veteran Arn Anderson eventually executing the gourd buster on Kurt Hennig to catch the pinfall. So next week, on Wednesday night here in the Dave Cave, it will be the final four of the Hall of Fame tournament, with Arn Anderson, Stu Hart, Leo Nomalini, and John Layfield set for action. And the winner of that will be the winner of the Hall of Fame tournament, and will probably get a contract to wrestle in one of the Heartland territories, and future considerations will go to that individual. So that is it from the Dave Cave here tonight with this Heartland Wednesday night highlights show. Let me know what you think about this, and we will post this onto the YouTube channel for your browsing pleasure, and also use this to create the transcript that will go into the Filsinger Games bulletin board. So thank you all for tuning into this show. We will see you on Saturday for live Heartland action. Saturday night we will have live Heartland action on the channel brought to you by Heartland Ladies Wrestling. A very exciting main event in store with the Mistress of Mayhem Championship on the line as Mischief defends her title against Mickie James. So we will see you Saturday night. And until then, that's our stream, and I am out of here.